What up? What up? Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What? Wow, you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Let's see. Whoa, weird. First time got to join you live. Wow. Well, welcome. I'm sure you will be joining us again next week because honestly, live streaming is like the most fun thing to do on my channel. And, you know, I'm here to chill. I have a lot of things that I got to do today. Not really, but I actually had some content that I wanted to watch. A couple videos that I put on my watch list a few days ago. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just watch them on stream because they're actually relevant to ecom. So I'm sure a lot of you guys will like it as well. And yeah, it'll be pretty fun. So I'm here to obviously answer all the questions you guys got and mainly to also just have a good time. So don't forget that at the end of the day, the purpose of the streams is just for us to hang out. It's fun. It's fun hanging out with the community here. It's like always a good time. But let's get started here. I'm gonna just post a quick Instagram story just so like people know that I'm streaming, just in case people don't know. Oh. Cool. Well, wow. Happy to see so many of you guys. The chat's already like filled up. That's beautiful. So my morning routine, I guess that's the first question. I'll answer that right away. Okay. Sorry. Um, wow. Yeah, I got some great anime recommendations, so that's gonna be fire. Okay. Cool. Okay, so my morning routine, that's a good question. Honestly, pretty basic. I did have like a pretty intricate morning routine for a while. I'm not gonna lie. It was like I would wake up, I would stretch right away, well, drink water, then stretch, and then I would do some push-ups, some sit-ups, and then I would read, and then I would get coffee and all these things. And it was great. It felt good to have that sort of morning routine. However, I realized that it was actually a lot harder for me to be productive in the morning because of this routine. So it ended up being kind of counterintuitive. So what I did is I still do all those things. However, I don't do them right away in the morning. Um, I wait like until, for example, like noon. So as soon as I wake up, I get coffee and then I just start working now. I have no morning routine. And then once I finish working for like a couple hours, then I'll do like I'll read, I'll do like a little workout and stuff like that. So that's kind of how it is right now. And I actually learned from this guy right here. So this guy right here, Alex Hormozy, he's the one that kind of taught me that like a lot of the times a morning routine is just like a way to procrastinate your work as opposed to actually being like a productive way to start your day. And it kind of hit me deep. So ever since then, I've just been like getting right into my work and I'm much more efficient and I have way more free time that way, which is priceless. Okay, so let's see. That was a good question though. Thanks for asking. How to find influencers online to advertise your products. I mean, honestly, it's just a numbers game. It's just reaching out to as many people as you can that fit your brand. However, when you put a lot of effort into branding and community building, influencers will reach out to you, which is great. So I think that's where you should place most of your focus. Hey Arie, how are you? I'm good, man. I'm feeling great. It's a great Sunday and it's the start of the new month. I'm super excited. I'm hyped. I've been so happy lately. And I think it's because this year I've really found my direction, like I don't want to say my purpose, but like, I don't know. I just feel like this year I really found the direction that I want to go in. And it just feels great because it feels like every day I'm making progress towards something bigger than myself. And it's just nice, you know? Whereas before I felt like I was doing a lot of things, but all of it was kind of meaningless at the end of the day. And now it's kind of the opposite. So I'm feeling great. Best free method to find a winning product. TikTok. TikTok, I think, is the best way to find winning products. Oh man, I actually have so many cool brands that I want to show from TikTok. Actually, maybe I'll do that super quick. I screenshotted a few that I thought were so dope. Let's see if I can find them. Man, I have so many screenshots. Oh, well, this isn't really a brand that you could emulate, to be honest with you, but I think they do TikTok in like such a clever way. Like, look at this. You're going to be mind blown. At least I was. Okay, so 1.6 million followers. This is just some beauty brand. But look at the amount of views that they're getting. This is all organic, keep in mind. So, like, I mean, yeah, it's a little inappropriate. But, like, look at that. 20 million views. Are you kidding me? And this is all organic. Like, imagine how much traffic and reach they're getting from just posting on TikTok. And you know the great thing about that is that then you can go to like a TikTok video downloader, something like this, for example, so that you can download a TikTok without watermarks and then post it on Instagram Reels. And Instagram Reels get even more reach. So it's just crazy. I think like that's such a great strategy now. Is like focus all your efforts into making vertical style, TikTok style content, and then recycle that content on TikTok, on Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube Shorts, anything that you can put out there. I truly feel like this is a numbers game now. So the more reach that you can get, the better. But that doesn't really have to do with finding a winning product. However, just keeping an eye out on TikTok, I think will give you a lot of product ideas. Which will be the best niche to start dropshipping? I don't know. That's a hard question, but there's so many good niches, like trending niches in 2021. Let's see, men's beauty products. Ooh, yeah, that's huge. Men's beauty products. I know that's huge right now. Organization helpers, yeah, like organizational stuff for sure. Obviously, people are stuck at home now, so they want to take care of their environment more. And there's actually a lot of benefits to having a clean environment and being cleanly. And you can talk about all those things. So it's kind of a valuable, niche, like a value-driven niche, not just aesthetics, but it is a really aesthetic niche. And, aesthetics matter more than we like to admit. So I read that quote somewhere, and I really liked it. Okay, moving on. Were you a virgin when you started dropshipping? No. No. Hey, Peter. What's that blue book at the back? Looks cool. This one right here, man. This is, this is one of my books that kind of changed my direction and my perspective. Honestly, every book I have has done that to an extent. But this right here, my guys, is Virgil Abloh's Figures of Speech. It's basically what you would imagine. It's basically like a coffee table book. It's just mostly like designs that he's made, but they all have like stories underneath. And then towards the end, he kind of gives like an overall, summary of his journey. I actually read this whole thing, believe it or not. And man, it made me realize so much about myself. And the reason why is because Virgil Abloh, he's now the creative director of Louis Vuitton, but he's also the owner of Off-White, and that's like a luxury high-end streetwear brand. And he went to school for architecture and engineering. Well, first engineering, and then he studied further architecture. And the reason why I love that is because I'm a multifaceted person, and I feel like I've studied so many things. I've had so many interests, like science. I love science. You guys may not know that about myself, but I love science. I used to want to be an astrophysicist growing up. So to compare to Virgil's journey, that's kind of like the engineering part of it. But then I also simultaneously always loved art, like so much. I've always been an artist at heart, but also a scientist. And it's actually really interesting because the two coexist together and actually complement each other. Like science would not be where it is today without art, and likewise. So I don't know, all those things just were really inspiring to see how someone like Virgil, his journey has been so extensive, so long, and so diverse, but it all compounded to where he is today. So all that experience helped him get to where he is today, and I just thought that was amazing and inspiring. And obviously all the design, like it's just insane to see how many sketches he's done, like all the designs he's done, like hundreds of thousands probably of different sketches and designs, and it's just so cool. Yeah, so that's that book. It's really good. Which anime are you watching currently? Currently, I'm watching Castlevania. So it's a Netflix anime. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. It's not my favorite so far, but I'm trying to get through it. I also watched Tokyo Ghoul recently, but I didn't finish it. I didn't get through it. But I want to start One Piece. Like I've watched One Piece up until like episode 100, but I want to read the manga so I can just like binge it. So that's on my list of animes, One Piece. But it's so long. It's like 900 episodes, so I don't know. It's going to take me a while, and that's why I want to read it, because I can just go through it way faster. Sorry, I'm a little slow with the questions, but I promise we'll get through everything. So just be patient. And I do want to watch a couple videos too here that I wanted to watch. I'll put them on my watch list here. It's this one. So how Davey made $1 million in 24 hours. I really want to see this. It looks super interesting. And then the other video is Biaheza. The social media opportunity of the decade. He just posted this yesterday, and I want to watch it. So we'll watch those in a little bit, but we'll get through the questions first. So yeah, it's kind of funny because I've been wanting to watch those videos for a couple days. Well, obviously Davey just posted that other one today, but he announced it on his channel, and I figured it'd be fun to just watch it with the community. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think it's pretty dope. Okay. Hey Arie, do you have a specific live stream days? Currently it's Sunday, so will you always be streaming on Sundays? I think so, yeah. I mean, my future goal is to honestly stream like every day and make my content like out of streams, because I find that that's the most genuine content on the internet, is videos that are taken from live streams. And the reason why, it's because you can't really plan that well what you're gonna say. You can't really like write out a script, you know? And because of that, it comes out so genuine. Like, I actually love watching back my live streams, because I see that it's like there's no sort of facade, no sort of image. It's just literally me. So someday in the future, I would like to stream like every day or like every other day or something, and then hire an editor to then go through my live streams and create like short, valuable videos out of them that I can post like every day. That's sort of my future goal. But for now, yes, Sundays is when I'll stream. How to solve slow shipping from AliExpress. Should we, beginners, dropship from China in the first place? Not through AliExpress. I mean, so look, I'll show you something kind of interesting. So if you go on AliExpress, you can, for example, let's say, okay, smart living. Okay, organization. Let's just look up some products in the organization niche. I don't know. You can do this. You can just click through products that ship from the US. And yes, that does limit your search a lot, but at the very least, it'll give you some sort of restraint. It's actually, something I've learned recently in the art world, because I've been learning so much about art recently, and like I've been drawing and doodling and stuff. Oh man, my camera's like way too bright right now. But the thing that helps artists the most is actually having restraints. So for example, only focusing on drawing like one specific character and doing that like 100 times. That always helps artists. And it's kind of the same with e-commerce. Like, honestly, I view e-commerce as an art, and like if you restrain yourself to a particular category of products or something along those lines, it'll be much easier to build something. So for example, let's say this product. I mean, I wouldn't sell this product because I don't know. It seems like there would be a lot of complications. It's kind of a big product, not really something I like a lot. But let's just say you did like this product. You can just find it on United States AliExpress and ship it to yourself or wherever. And I mean, people don't want to hear this, and I know that people don't want to hear this, and it kind of sucks. But I just really believe that you need to go above and beyond now to really make it in this dropshipping world and the e-commerce world. So an easy way to do that is just to order before you start your store, is order your products to your own home and use them, and take content, make your own content with it. This one's kind of nice, actually. I like this. I need this actually in my house. I like this. This one's pretty cool. And it's clean, minimal, simple, ships from the US. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. I like it. But yeah, I think the future of dropshipping is this, finding products that I think you can be interested in, that you think have a good potential to become a brand, and then ordering it, taking your own content, and then running ads with the content that you made. And, if it starts selling pretty well, then just try to contact, either the AliExpress supplier or go on Alibaba and find your own private supplier, or just, start hitting up everybody that you can that could help you expedite your shipping. Ecommerce is my preferred place right now. I use Ecommerce for the brand that I started with, Taylor. And yeah, our shipping is incredibly fast. And that's how we did it. We never really went through AliExpress. We maybe shipped 10 orders through AliExpress. And then the rest, we just had Ecommerce order stock for us and ship directly from there, right away. And yeah, we did have to invest into it. We invested $2K to start. But now we actually surpassed a 10K month for July, which is crazy. We did almost 12K. And this next month, hopefully we can do 30. we're moving so well and so smoothly, and it's because we went above and beyond. Okay. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Sidemen just uploaded their video, but I'm busy watching your stream. Oh man, maybe we can watch it on stream. I've actually never seen Sidemen videos, but I know that KSI is like totally killing it right now, and that's always inspiring to see. Bro, recommend some good anime to watch. Okay, well, obviously Attack on Titan I think is an amazing one. And Attack on Titan's probably one of my favorites for sure, especially, you know, the latest season with Mappa as like their motion design company or production company. Like, they totally killed it. Another good one that's newer, Jujutsu Kaisen. It's amazing. It's also made by Mappa, so like the art is just amazing, and just everything about it, like the fighting scenes are just insane. But if you're like new to anime, like I think the best one to watch is probably Death Note. If you haven't seen it already, Death Note is probably like top 3 animes of all time for me. Even though it's so mainstream now, like, you know, a lot of people probably would deny that it's one of their favorites just because of how mainstream it is. But I think that's dumb, because it's mainstream because of how good it is. At least that's how I look at it. And that's the one that's like the first anime that I showed Taylor, and she like fell in love with it as well. It's just such a good one. It's a battle of the minds basically, which I love. And there's so many like ethical dilemmas, which I just love that kind of stuff personally. And that's why it's one of my favorites, and I really recommend it. Hunter x Hunter is another really great one. It's like kind of, that one's more chill, but there's a lot of lessons still to be learned from it, and it's just like a really fun one to watch. Okay, that's probably it for now, but I have a lot more. How can I change an e-com site where people can't find it as a dropshipping store? I mean, honestly, the only way to do that, again, is to put in the extra mile and just like take your own content. You can literally use your phone. Most of the I mean, this is why we're starting this like, oh God, where did it go? So this is why I'm doing this series right here, okay? This starting a Shopify dropshipping brand with my girlfriend series, because we started this from zero. So this is 3 months old. We only started the brand 3 months ago. That's actually crazy to think about. But that's what we did. We like, I just did it in the way that I preach, you know? Like I'm telling you guys to find your own or make your own content. Take your own content for your store. Like, don't use any AliExpress content. Don't use any pictures from competitors. That should be a given. And just do everything, like make it your own. And I promise you, it's going to turn out so much better because you did it yourself and it's your own unique brand. You know what I mean? So people are not going to think it's a dropshipping store because you made it yourself. You know, you built it yourself. And yeah, I think that's just the best way to do it. So order your products. Don't be afraid to order your products. Like, I literally have a box this is from last year. I should probably donate it, but it's a box like of maybe 20 different products that I've ordered from AliExpress and like Amazon, just to use them and take pictures of them. And yeah, I just think that's going to be the best way to do it personally. Sketch you drew looks perfect, to be honest. Ah, thank you. Yeah, well, I used a lot of, oh man, you can't really see. I used a lot of reference lines I've learned about. Okay, well, you can't see it right now. I don't know why I got a light over here. Maybe the light is just too bright. But thank you. I really appreciate that. Someday I want to make an NFT. And someday maybe I'll do like drawing streams live or something. I don't know. But I have a sort of art brand that I'm building, and it'll come into fruition over time. Are you bulking, my guy? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm always trying to bulk. Like, I have a really hard time gaining weight, and I've been hitting the gym. I hit the gym, multiple times a week. I go hard at the gym. But yeah, it's just so hard for me to gain weight. But like, I don't know. I've been getting stronger. I'm actually pretty strong for my size. But yeah, I just really struggle with bulking. I try to eat a lot, but I don't know. It's still really hard for me. How to deal with problems in relationship, a mental health during building a business. Oof. That's a really hard one, but to me, I've been with Taylor since the beginning of everything. Like, everything that I ever started, she was there for, like, when in the entrepreneurial world. And keep in mind, before entrepreneurship, like, I was more into, like, I just cared about playing the guitar, like, art, drawing, skating. Like, I didn't care about e-commerce at all. I didn't care about being an entrepreneur. But when I did start my business, like, it was all so exciting, and like making money for myself, it was so exciting that I would share everything with her. And like, I think my enthusiasm was contagious. So I can't really say from experience whether or not like you should, share your journey with your significant other. But I think the fact that I don't know, I think my enthusiasm was just contagious, and I think that really helped with maintaining the relationship. And I mean, obviously you can't neglect your partner too much just because of your business, because then like, what is the business even for, right? Like, the business is to free up your time and to build something that will give you some sort of freedom. So yeah, having a relationship, to me, it really helped with like being confident in just diving into my business. At least that's how it was for me. Maybe it's different for you guys, but I'm just sharing, obviously, my experience. But yeah, I think I could have been an entrepreneur without being in a relationship. However, being in a relationship, like, just fundamentally changed how I viewed so many things. So I think that's what allowed me to like really just go all in on a business, because I thought, like, what do I have to lose, right? Like, even if this doesn't work out, at least I still have Taylor, like, she's amazing. So you can't really trade that for anything. Like, money can't buy love, it can buy pleasure, but it can't buy love. So that's kind of how I viewed it. Like, as long as you have that, like, what, you have nothing to lose, man. Even if your business goes under, it doesn't matter. You can just start another one. Thanks for answering. Of course. Ooh, wow. We're getting deep. This is getting deep, but I love it. I love these live streams. Okay, bro, I'm not able to make a profit, just break even for 2 months. I feel you, bro. That's the hardest thing. It usually comes down to two things though: content and effort. I'm not going to lie. So what are you doing? Because like, if you're only relying on Facebook, yes, chances are you're going to continue to break even, which to be fair, like, that's not a bad thing at all. Breaking even, like running cold traffic, paid traffic to your website and breaking even on that traffic, that's a good thing. Like, that's a really good spot to be in, because you're getting data for free and customers for free. Like, that's crazy. Imagine how many businesses out there don't make a profit, but the reason why they're so valuable is because they're able to get customers. So first of all, thumbs up on that. Now, when it comes to the effort side of things that I was talking about, what are you doing to be more profitable? Like, yes, you're running your ads, that's great, but are you spending any time like posting content on your social media feeds? Because if you're not, then yeah, you're leaving a lot of money on the table, a lot of organic reach on the table that could help you be more profitable. And you may not think that just posting on Instagram, for example, will have like a big difference in your profitability, and it probably won't have a big difference in your profitability tomorrow or the next day, but over a month's time of like consistently posting and, like replying to comments, replying to DMs, etc., like that compounds really quickly. And it's just kind of an effort game, a numbers game. Like I was saying at the beginning of the live stream, like if you're posting a lot, you're gonna be reaching way more people, and the more people you can reach, the more sales you're gonna make. But you have to start focusing on the things that you don't have to pay for if you want to be more profitable. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's been, at least for me, like again, everything that I'm telling you is like solely based on my experience. You know, I'm not the type of guy to just like regurgitate information from other gurus, because, you know, I don't know. I only know what I'm doing. But nevertheless, I still learn from so many sources, and I apply everything and then find my own ways and then share what I know. Okay. What's better for beginners, general store or niche store? And dropshipping from China or US? I think niche store, personally. And dropshipping from, I mean, ideally from the US, but that's going to be really expensive right now with freight prices. So China's fine. I mean, as long as you can ship fast from China, it's not a problem. Apple even ships from China, a lot of their online orders. What do I think of subscription e-com? I think subscriptions are dope. And I think it adds a really nice monthly recurring revenue to your business, which could make it so much more valuable. Like, it can make the valuation go up a lot, and it can give you just like a nice bottom line profit. But I've never done anything like that. The only subscription thing that I have is it's NetSphere, which is my education business. I guess you could say it's a course, but it's a monthly subscription. So it's not like, you know, it's not like a $900 course or whatever. It's just $29 a month. It was inspired by Skillshare, by the way, which I think Skillshare is a super cool company. And that's what gave me the idea to make like it's kind of like a niche down Skillshare, you know? Okay. What up, Arie? Quick question, mate. Must have tested over 40 products in the last month. Half with Facebook ads. Can't seem to get anything consistent. Is there a better way to test products? No. So I don't think there's a better way to test products, but this is what I'm saying. If I'm being completely honest with you, only a handful of times I've found a product that was like right away, it was just like popping off. Almost every other time, like 95% of the time or 90% of the time, it was a product that was like breaking even, barely breaking even. And then but I really believed in the brand or the niche or the product. So I just started going all in on it. And then eventually it becomes profitable. So I think maybe the mistake that you're making is that it's just not popping off right away. And because of that, you just like, you know, you move on to the next one. And that's certainly a strategy. I know a lot of people that do that and make a ton of money, but that's just not the way that I like to do things. So I would recommend just keep testing. I think that's good. But once you find something that you really believe in, that maybe isn't getting the best results, but like it's at least getting close to break even or breaking even, then just go all in on it and build a brand out of it. Because like, I'm serious, even you could have the dumbest product brand, but like if you believe in it and if you're getting customers, that adds value to the brand. Like you can sell that brand one day for millions just because you have a lot of customers. So that's kind of a good way to think about it. Which are your 5 favorite crypto? Ooh, good question, man. I love me some crypto questions because crypto's dope. Well, here they are. It's basically everything I'm invested in right now when it comes to crypto. Wow. Oh my God. Ethereum is at 2,600. Let's go. So Ethereum, Bitcoin, one that's called Ren, and then let's see. I'm just looking at my portfolio. And Dogecoin. Those are the 4. Well, and then I also own USDC. So just like US stable coin. So that's the 5 cryptocurrencies that I own. And the USDC I have in BlockFi earning 7.5% every single month or every year, but paid out every month. So it's actually pretty insane. And I also have my Ethereum and my Bitcoin in BlockFi earning interest. So yeah, it's safe to say investing in the stock market is dead. I'm all in on crypto. No, not all in, but like most of my investment money is in cryptocurrencies because you can earn passive income like so easily through it, which is what I'm looking for when it comes to investing. So hey Arie, are you comfortable talking about your different revenue streams and investments? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I do like to have some sort of boundaries, obviously. But I can talk about my streams. So, I mean, I don't have that many income streams. I'm not like, swimming in money over here or anything. But I have my e-commerce stores. That's my biggest stream. I have 2 brands. And then I have my NetSphere brand, which is an education brand. And then my YouTube channel revenue. And then, yeah, just like investments. That's basically it. So like 5, but that's like good enough for me. I don't really want more. I mean, I am building a media brand as well. But the reason why I'm doing that is obviously for passion, because I just love it. But also to supplement or complement my other revenue streams. That way I'm not spreading myself even thinner. Like I already feel like I'm spread kind of thin and it's uncomfortable, but everything I'm doing is related to each other, so it's not that bad, Like if I could just focus on one thing, that would be amazing, but unfortunately that's just not how my brain works. Like I just need to be doing like different things and learning different things. Like if you looked at my desk, you'd be like, wow, this guy has like ADHD or something. But I got like a Rubik's Cube. I got like a sketching pad. I got a guitar like right there on my couch. Like I just do so many things. Like I spend most of my day just doing random shit and just like learning. That's what I always dreamed of, like that's my ideal life. My ideal life is where I barely have to do any work and I spend most of my time just learning. And so I'm living the dream, my dream. Risks to look out for when buying inventory off Alibaba or another site. Good question. I mean, I would say to start with, order less than you have to. I mean, obviously, if you're in like a critical season that you just need to be overstocked, then, send it. But otherwise, just start small and then build it up. Scarcity is a great marketing tactic, and especially if it's real scarcity. So let's say you invest in like 500 units of a product instead of like 5,000 units. You may sell out really quickly, which could be a bad thing if you're in a critical season, like I said, like let's say Black Friday. But if you're not, then that's not a bad thing because now you can gauge how much stock to get in the future. And you can also use the scarcity, the real scarcity, as a marketing tactic, like I just said. Hey, thanks for subscribing. I'm thinking, I don't know, if I stream enough, maybe I'd do like a membership thing, because a lot of streamers have that. Like on Twitch, you can be like a gold member or something, and you just get like special perks in the streams, basically, where you just get like stickers and stuff like that. Maybe it would be cool, but I don't know. What is your favorite book on marketing? Oh, that's a good question. My favorite book on marketing. Well, I think the most important one that you need to read for marketing, but also life, is this one. Hold on. Where's it at? Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. The Psychology of Influence and Persuasion. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, this is kind of fucked up. It's by Robert B. Cialdini, PhD. Dude's got a PhD. But yeah, this one is amazing. I mean, it's kind of like on the same wavelength as the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, which is also a really good one. And now look, these books are they're very powerful. These books are really powerful, and you can use that power for evil. However, the reason why I recommend them is not to use that power for evil, but it's to be able to defend yourself against those tactics. Like, man, you have no idea how many videos I see on the internet. Like, let's just say gurus, right? I can recognize so quickly now when someone's trying to sell me on something. And it's just so painfully obvious. After you read those books, it'll be so painfully obvious to you when someone's selling you on something. And man, I just think like knowledge is the greatest weapon that you could possibly have, but not to harm others, but to defend yourself. Like, that's how I view it. Like, if you know that you're being sold to, you can maneuver around that. But if you have no idea that you're being sold, that's kind of a dangerous and vulnerable position to be in. So that's why I think those are good. And it'll really help with marketing, because I mean, marketing is a lot about persuasion. So those are the ones that I would recommend. Hopefully you guys are having a good time here. I might turn on some music quick. Just super quick. This one's like copyrighted. This one is not. Is that too loud? Hold on, let me know. I'll go back to the questions, but can you guys let me know in the chat if the music is good or if it's too loud or if it's annoying? I think it's kind of a nice vibe. All right, well, I'll leave it on for now. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, let me go back to where I left off. I'll probably start answering these a little bit quicker and more concisely. I'm sorry. I just keep going off on tangents, but any tips for time management and delegation of tasks? That's a really good question. I mean, this is probably the biggest issues that I face today is delegation and time management, but I still do a pretty decent job. I mean, just make sure that you know your strengths, and as a CEO, like, you have to be the one pulling like the biggest levers, as opposed to pulling like a million small levers. So for example, when it comes to community building, which my philosophy is that the community building is the second most critical aspect of your business aside from product. I outsourced that completely now, basically, except, well, at least on our newest brand, like with Taylor, she handles all the community building, and that has been a game changer. Like, previously, I thought that only I could build a community because I built this community. So this, building this community gave me the confidence to build communities through my brands. But I didn't realize how much time that actually takes and effort. And not just effort, but also, like, in order to build a good community, you have to be really genuine. So if you have, let's say, like a skincare brand, like, how am I going to build a community in a skincare brand? I don't know anything about skincare. But Taylor does, for example. So, she's going to be able to build a much more engaged community through her knowledge than me. So that was a big thing. That was the biggest thing I think I needed to outsource. And it has been amazing. You know, it's just been so game changing. But yeah, that's my biggest thing. It's just know your strengths, and then also like have your own philosophy of what you believe is important for your business, and then go from there. What are your thoughts on Google Ads? Great. They work great for like less competitive niches. Like what my niche, fashion niche, super competitive. So it's been nearly impossible to like get profitable Google Ads, except for brand search campaigns. But like that's so easy to set up. Yeah. I launched the website for my dad's shop. Should I create ads for one product or have ads show a few products? Test both. Definitely test both. That's awesome though. I'm glad that you're helping your dad out with his shop. I love to see that. I love seeing that. What is it you know now that you wish you had known when getting started with ecom? The thing that I wish I would have known is quite simple. And man, again, I see why, you know, my channel is not the most popular channel, because I can't lie to you guys. Like, I can't just say it's going to be easy. But what I wish I knew was to just stick to one fucking store. Like, to just stick to, like, as soon as I found something that sort of worked, I wish I would have stuck to that for years, you know? But I was in such a mindset of just, like, kind of like a pump and dump mindset, you know? And I just think it really, damn, we're, like, popping off right now. But I just think it really hindered my growth a lot. Like, I would have been much better off just trying to improve my business instead of just like, as soon as the product was like dying off, boom, move on to the next one. Like, I just don't think that's a healthy way to build a business anymore. But, you know, you live and you learn. Like, you have to learn these lessons on your own. So, but like, if I could go back, that's what I would tell myself. Like, yo, you know, just stick to that, bro. What do I think about e-commerce mentor Tony Foley? I don't know who that is, but, you know, just, it's good to be a skeptic when it comes to really expensive investments. Any more brands other than Truly Beauty for TikTok? I had some other ones, but I can't find them I have so many pictures on my phone right now that I just can't find it in time. But yeah, Truly Beauty is insane. I just can't believe how much traffic they drive. Like, look at 20 million views, like, for free, you know? Like, that's just insane. That, you know how much money 20 million views cost on Facebook? It's at least like $300,000. So that's just insane. That's just insane. Watch Jujutsu Kaisen, bro. Yeah, I did. I have. And that was one of my recommendations. I love that anime. That was so good. I actually found you through Biaheza. Damn. That's crazy, bro. I think Biaheza is like the best content creator in this space. Watch Biaheza's and David's video. Recently finished watching Tokyo Ghouls all seasons. Loved it. Oh, that's awesome. How much do you sleep? You know, I'm a little bit different than other entrepreneurs. Maybe it's my genes. I don't know. But I sleep a fuck ton. I sleep a lot. Like, today I woke up at like 9:30 and I went to bed at like noon. So I slept like 9.5 hours. Usually, though, I wake up at like between 8 and 9. But I mean, yeah, I love sleeping. It's just so nice. And my mom sleeps a lot. So maybe that's where I got it from. I don't know. But I can't take naps. I can sleep a lot during the night, but I can't take naps. Oops. I meant to say I went to bed at midnight. But Tips for new Etsy entrepreneurs, briefly, please. Ooh, I love that actually. That's a good point, man. I think Etsy is hugely undervalued. For my designer brand, we actually have an Etsy shop as well, and we do like decently on there, and it's free. Like no, we don't pay for traffic or anything. We have ran Etsy ads a little bit, but not super successfully. But yeah, I think Etsy is super cool. I think it's a great like place to look at if you're like really low on money, or if you know how to make some sort of crafty thing. But yeah, I think a good tip is find like like a less competitive niche, and then just do like good keyword research for your titles and your descriptions. How can I find a product which I see in YouTube Shorts where they neither don't have any links to products nor the product's name in the video? You just have to do different keywords on AliExpress, like type different keywords on AliExpress or Amazon until you find something that resembles what you saw. So yeah, not that easy. I would love to have this guy as my brother. Damn, bro. Well, I see my community as a group of homies. Like, you guys are all my friends, and we're all sort of like a family. So, we don't have like 1,000 viewers here, but every single one of you to me is like, I love doing this. Even if we had 5 people in here, I would still be having a great time. So I do appreciate each one of you for joining. It really means a lot. Why did you delete my comment? I didn't delete any comments. It must have gotten flagged or something. Are you currently utilizing influencer marketing, or do you use Facebook advertising too? Yeah, I use both. But again, for influencer marketing, for me, it's just more of a numbers game, and it's more about like sending out free products in exchange for content or shout outs, as opposed to like finding people that I have to pay. We'll get to that point, I'm sure, later in the year. But for now, I just don't find it worth it to spend money on that, because there's so many people that will do it for free that it's like, why would I pay somebody to do something that I can get done for free? Is getting a sample essential? Unfortunately, I live in a country where I can't import from China due to exceptional circumstances in the Middle East. That is really unfortunate. I don't think it's essential, but I don't know. It helps so much, like it's really hard to build a business without knowing what you're actually selling. It's not impossible. It is possible, but it just makes it so much harder, It's kind of like, I gave this example to my girlfriend the other day, but it's kind of like writing an essay. Like, let's say a professor gives you an article and you have to summarize it in 500 words or less. Like, you could be an amazing, amazing writer. Like, you could be the best writer in the world. But if you don't understand the article, if you don't take the time to understand the article, your essay or your summary is going to be full of shit, It's not going to be good. And it's kind of a good analogy for this. If you don't understand the product that you're selling, even if you're the best marketer in the world, or the best website designer in the world, or the best Facebook ads expert in the world, it's just not going to work. Nutrition is half the battle. Ooh. Okay, quick question. Doing general store right now, but limited budget. Want to try a niche store. Do you suggest to switch to, or just build a new store? Probably just build a new one, just so that you can get rid of all the code that is left in your store. I think the simpler you can have your store be, like, the better, and the faster it will be, and fast website speed is essential. Sharing goals and setting them together works well for me. Like 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years. Wow, I love that you're thinking so far ahead. I prefer KSI over Jake Paul. It's because Jake Paul succeeded alone, but KSI did it with his friends. What's the point of being at the top lonely? It's best to to grow together and enjoy the life together. Ooh, I love that, man. I agree with you. That's really cool. Hey, is there a way to make the shipping times faster? Yeah, I mean, there are ways. I think there's also like, I know this company is like pretty good. Sourcing Box. I heard they do a good job. So that's a good one to maybe try out if you're trying to get faster shipping times. But yeah, like I actually want to make a short video about this. But I noticed that the Shopify dropshipping trend line is actually going down now. So people are starting to not dropship anymore. And while you may think that that's a bad thing, I think that's a really good thing, because you like the best opportunities are when nobody's like talking about it. So for example, Bitcoin, like a few weeks ago, nobody was talking about it anymore because it was like 30K. But guess what? Now that it's back to 40 plus, everybody's back on the bandwagon. So yeah, it's the same with anything. And when it comes to dropshipping, yeah, less people are starting to dropship because it is harder. Is it impossible? Of course not. Is dropshipping going anywhere? Of course not. So I don't know. I think there's never been a better opportunity than right now, because not as many people are going to be willing to like create a business because it's harder. And yeah, like you have to look into different sources. And yeah, that's just the harsh reality of business, is that there's no blueprint. Like there's no template that you can follow to just have easy success. Like it is going to be hard, but that doesn't mean it's not worth doing. Like that is why it's worth doing. How to get a following on social media as a brand new brand? That's a good question. It's two things. Posting a lot. Why? Because that gives you a lot of organic reach. And second, running ads, because that gives you a lot of paid reach. And when you have those together, that's a beautiful combination. That's a combination for massive growth. For Q4, do you recommend starting multiple stores or concentrating on only one store? Just one. I have 2 stores, but I do wish I only had one. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's fun, it's cool, but it's more work than it needs to be. What do you pay shipping per kilogram from China? I'm not sure, honestly. My products are really small and light, so I don't really have to worry about that. Hey, if you're using Google Ads, can talk about the cost per purchase there. I only run like brand search campaigns on there, so it's super cheap. But that's really easy to set up. Can you please suggest about organic reach through content? And yeah, I mean, again, I think the best strategy is what I just showed you guys on TikTok, is like making TikTok style content, posting it on TikTok, and then reposting it on Instagram Reels. Both of those together, you could get the same amount of reach as a brand that's paying like 10K a month on ads for free if you just do that consistently. How do I know that? Because that's what we do, baby. That's what we're doing. And that's why we're profitable. Like my ads are not very profitable, but our brand is really profitable. There's a lesson in there. Do you own any Safe Moon? If not, what do you think is the new wave of community tokens? I think Dogecoin, man. I think if you're talking about a community token, Dogecoin is it. That sounds like a meme, and it is, and that's why. That's my pick. So, again, 5 cryptocurrencies in my portfolio right now, in this particular order of quantity. Ethereum. Most of my money is in Ethereum. Second, Bitcoin. Third, USDC. I have a decent amount of that, just earning passive income on BlockFi, and it's not gonna, go up or down. USDC is a stable coin, so it's always $1, but you can still earn interest on it. So that's basically like a lot of my cash. And then third is Ren. Ren protocol. It's basically a cryptocurrency that bridges other cryptocurrencies together. It's dope. And then Dogecoin, that's my fifth. And that's all I want. And I'm just going to continue to pile into those. Can you talk about the cost per purchase? Oh yeah, I already said that. How do you earn interest with Bitcoin? Through BlockFi. If you put your Bitcoin in BlockFi, you earn 4.5%. At one point, like earlier this year, BlockFi was giving you 6% annual yield on your Bitcoin, but now it's 4%. But as it continues to go up, it'll increase. So, win-win situation. Are you invested in Tesla? If yes, shit, I lost the question. Are you invested in Tesla? If yes, why? If not, why? I'm not. I own not a lot of, most of my portfolio again is in crypto. And yeah, Tesla, I love the company. I think Tesla's amazing, but I do think the stock price is a little on the high side. And I don't know, man. It's just kind of sketchy. I just feel like it could collapse. Maybe not. I could be wrong, but I don't know. To me, Tesla is kind of like Bitcoin, like it's very volatile. I do understand why someone would go all in on it or not. And same with Bitcoin. So, well, actually, if you own Tesla, by default, you have Bitcoin exposure because they have $1.5 billion of Bitcoin in their balance sheet. What do I think about drop servicing? I think it's very clever. I think, that's a cool idea. When do you pivot from sourcing it into a third-party logistics solution? Well, my sourcing agent is a 3PL solution, so do I still recommend starting off with Facebook ads? Yes. Hey, I'm low on a budget, have about $60 to $100 total to test a $50 product. Should I go for ABO or CBO? Sure, you can do CBO or do ABO and test 5 ad sets at $5 a day. Your budget is so small, you can't really do much more than that. Hey, I'm Shaheen from Morocco. I just have a quick question. Is dropshipping a good choice to start with, especially for beginners that don't have a place to stock or big budget? The budget is just around 2K. Yeah, it is. Yo, I'm 16. I've been watching your videos for a month. You have any tips for me? Use your time wisely, man. Let it compound. Bro, any thoughts on going after fitness niche for dropshipping and then turning it into a brand? Love that idea. Fitness is huge, especially at-home fitness. Do I have a chance dropshipping using Instagram affiliate marketing? Yes. Do you think niche products will be harder due to iOS and less data to optimize ads? I think general products will be harder because of that. I think niche products will win. Arie, I dig deep and found your brand, my guy, and I love it. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely more open about my brands now. Like, now that we're established, I'm not gonna build any other e-commerce stores probably for years. So yeah, I'm fine with that, man, and I'm glad you like it. That's awesome. Please don't share it in the chat though right now. I will do that. It's just that I don't know, man. I hope that you guys all have my best interest in mind as well as yours, but I think one of the worst things about e-commerce is just people who steal your content. And I don't care if you copy an idea, right, and make it your own, but when you're stealing content, stealing reviews, that's just so petty. I don't like it. My girlfriend is currently working on her clothing brand, naming it Rugine, and she highly focuses on exclusivity, creating more or less a luxury brand. for all the time and cost she has to put in and fabric. That's awesome, bro. I love that. Quality over quantity. Do $10 a day budget still work for Facebook ads? Yes. Is it possible to make $100K profit a month from print on demand if done the right way? Yes. You skipped my question. Can you explain how new coming lockdowns will affect dropshipping, especially in shipping times? I don't think it'll affect shipping times. I think it'll just affect people's buying behavior, probably leading them to shop more online and making the at-home niches more popular. Bro, any thoughts on going after fitness niche for drop? Oh yeah, I already answered that. Can I start drop shipping with 40K? Yes, bro. If you have 40K, you're chilling. If you have 40K and don't know how to start, follow this exact series right here, bro. I mean, this is literally the reason why I made this, and it's actually kind of legendary to me that I started this brand from scratch and documented it from the beginning, because this brand is literally taking off. And yeah. Hey, bruh, what if you had to start right now from scratch? What would be your steps? I mean, your roadmap. What would you do to hit 1K mark as fast as possible? I'm telling you, bro, like, this is not an old series. I literally just started this recently, and this is the exact roadmap. However, as I was saying earlier, everyone's roadmap is going to be a little different. Like, there's no copy and paste thing. However, the strategies, though, that is applicable. So the roadmap for me is just like, find a product that you believe in, a marketing angle that you think makes sense, and order it yourself, test it out, make your own content, and you're chilling. And then just run ads and post on your social medias as much as you can. It's that simple. Other good dropshippers, Jordan Walsh. Jordan is a beast. He's one of my good friends. Everyone making dropshipping content right now is like pretty decent, I would say. But just don't get caught up in watching so much content that you just forget to actually do. Like, you can make a successful business without watching any content. And in fact, honestly, the people that watch the least content are probably the ones that are going to beat you, because they're actively doing stuff for their business. Yeah, I mean, that even goes to, like, that even applies to me. You know, I'm over here live streaming. I could be working on my business, but I love it, so I don't care. And that's why you outsource, so that you can do whatever you want with your time. I'm running some high budget Facebook ads, and the campaign CBO ABO seems to run dry, even though I haven't reached full audience cap. It's made over 10 sales though. Yeah, well, CBO is at a high budget is how you're going to be able to optimize. I'm finally at a level with this brand that I started recently where we're spending like almost $300 a day. So we're finally like on a single campaign, which is great, because that's when you actually see the optimization like coming into play, and like you start getting really consistent results. Hey Arie, thanks for all the value. What are your thoughts on advertising through YouTube Shorts with YouTube influencers? I think that's a great idea, bro. What kind of service products could do best to monetize an NFT theme page? Oh, dude, just an affiliate like link to the NFT platforms. So for example, like OpenSea, they have an affiliate program. Like, you earn a commission when somebody buys an NFT through your link. So, boom. And doing promotions, like selling promos for people. That's also a good idea. Damn, I'm like watching Ethereum price right now, and I'm just like, wow, thank God. I bought a lot more Ethereum on this fat dip, and I'm glad it's paying off. Am I running Facebook ads right now? Yes. What are you? Your daughter's smacking the keyboard. Hey, that's cute. I am, and I'm not really doing anything for iOS 14. Like, again, I made a video on this, and some people were kind of mad about it. Like, I wasn't trying to scare anybody. Like, and this isn't even clickbait. Like, iOS 14 did change everything. Facebook ads did change forever. And I just kind of showed what I was doing to combat that, which is quite simple. I just started posting on all other social medias, and while continuing to spend on Facebook to expedite my growth. Is 1,500 enough to start dropshipping? Yes. Okay, wow. My throat is starting to really hurt. So I think for now, I'm gonna just take a break from questions, and I want to watch these videos. I'm gonna get some tea. I'm gonna get some tea, and then we're gonna watch these two videos, or at least I wanted to watch those videos today, so that's why I decided to just do it on stream. I think it'll be a good time. I'll just put this on here for now until I'll be right back though. BRB. Don't worry, I'll be back in a second. I just want to get some more water. Boom, I'm back. You know, I actually just realized, I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, my most prized possession. I'm just kidding. But look at this. Boom, baby. PSA 10, baby. Pretty dope, huh? Okay. Time to watch these videos. I first want to watch this one. I guess we'll just full screen it. Sheesh. Indeed. Cool. All right. I'm going to watch this video quick with you guys. It looks really interesting. Let's see. How Davey made $1 million in 24 hours. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it like this so you can see the title. Damn. Oh, look at that. Yo, this is Shopify Plus, by the way. If you're looking at this dashboard and you're like, what the hell? That looks so different than mine. This is Shopify Plus. This is for the big boys. It's like $2K a month, but it looks worth it. Always got to take a moment to smash the like. You know, that's such a little thing, guys, but it really, really helps creators. Oh, can you up the volume on the vid? Bet. Yeah, I got you, bro. Volume is super low. Ooh, okay. Hold up. Super low.
Let's jump into it.
How about now? Is that a little better? Yeah, sorry guys, the chat is like 2 minutes behind or something, or like a minute behind, so I gotta wait to see like what you guys actually say. Maybe I'll solve this Rubik's Cube while I wait. Oh, now it's loud. Boom. Sorry, I know that it's kind of annoying if I pause it a lot, but I just want to make sure it's all right. You know, I don't want it to be annoying or too loud or too quiet. Where's Gabriel? Gabriel is, you know, living his life, being the man. Look at this custom water bottle I made. It's glass. Pretty clean, huh? Yeah, the tongue. But the volume's good now? Please read this.
It's 9:43 a.m. We're tracking really well on yesterday, so that's right. I'm really confident we're going to hit that million. My kind of first lesson that I wanted to talk about is something that I don't nearly talk about enough, and it's the most important part about business or any large business, and that's our team. Our team is incredible. You know, I probably don't take it behind the scenes enough, and the truth is, you know, all you see is me. The honest thing is that without our team, we could not do anywhere close to the numbers that we do. We have teams in marketing, product, finance, customer service, operations. You really do need kind of incredible people in each of those departments to excel and scale up in your sales. So when you first set up your product or your brand, it's basically going to be you. You're going to be the head of department in every single area. You're going to have to learn every single area, set up the systems, set up the processes, And then it gets to the point where your time could be better spent somewhere else in the business. And that's when you need to make your first hire. So for me, that was my brother who was helping me with operations and customer service, because my specialty is in marketing. So it's all about opportunity cost. Where could you be spending that time to better further your business? Eventually that starts happening at a rapid pace, and you need to hire individuals for each area, because people have different skill sets and different strengths, and your business can grow so big that something as small as customer service once was is now a full-time job. My main advice for hiring is hire for attitude, especially in the beginning, because you're going to go on this kind of really large journey of learning, and people are just going to need to adapt constantly. You just want to hire someone that's super hungry, believes in the vision, has an orientation to kind of the department that you're putting them in, whether it's operations. They need to be organized and understand kind of where they need to focus their time in that area. So one other amazing hiring hack that I have is hiring someone that has achieved what you're trying to achieve. So that can be as broad as if you're a $10 million e-commerce business, you want to hire someone that has taken a $10 million e-commerce business to $100 million in that certain department, whether it be marketing or something like that. So that's one hack. It's not exactly easy to find, but you can break it down to, even if you're looking to hire, if you're looking to do an international expansion, you're simply trying to hire someone in your country that has also managed an international expansion. That person will have a range of knowledge from failures that they've done previously, such as taxes or setting up the 3PL, certain import laws. It's all of those kind of things that it's just going to fast track you and avoid a lot of mistakes. To hire people, there's a couple of good books, like Who is a really great book. Talks about setting up scorecards for your employees. So you're looking at what does actually success look like, map out their role around that, and then kind of measure that as well. But honestly, in the early stages, you're just going to be grinding it out with this person, and they're just going to need to set up systems and processes and reporting for you. Our team right now, and the reason why we are so successful.
Oh, so does it sound goofy because the audio is recorded from the mic and not the screen recorder? Fuck. Yeah, man, honestly, managing a stream is not easy, bro. It is not easy. But it's fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I have good posture because thank you, by the way. And it's because I try I try to have good posture. As an internet entrepreneur, it's so easy to not have good posture. Oh, thanks. Yeah, people do charge a lot for this stuff, and I don't think it's not worth it, but if you're just starting, it's not going to be worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, for real, it is cool to see someone doing 200 plus mil with the debut theme. I totally agree. And it just goes to show, man, you do not need a complicated website.
Is we have an amazing OKR system, which is objectives and key results. It's commonly used by Google. That's basically where we all agree as a team what the objectives are for the quarter, and then we set up key results, the measurable key results to track that then result in that objective being achieved.
My name is Linda, and I am the social media and community manager at the Udi, and I also make content. So one of the key OKRs for the quarter is to reach record revenue. So this ties back to my role because I assist the content team and my own personal content.
Hey, I'm Maddie, and I am the creative content coordinator at the Udi. I'm across a lot of things. My day-to-day always looks very different. It can be from liaising with marketing managers to ensure that our content output is the best it can possibly be, organising streamlined processes for rapid content output for all of our Facebook ads. So one of my company-wide OKRs is to increase the group revenue for a record quarter. So one of my key objectives within that is to coordinate the content team to produce different types of creatives for Facebook ads in order to beat last quarter's targets.
You know, that's a really amazing part of the Davey Group and the Arie especially. You know, we've just hired young, hungry people that really understand the vision of what we're trying to achieve and creating beautiful brands. Touching a bit more about having, you know, key people that are responsible for a department. Obviously with so many brands, we need an actual brand manager, a marketing manager. That person kind of lives and breathes the brand and brings all of the departments in together. We then use kind of a brand manager to manage those brand managers. Retention, all of those kind of departments.
Oh, okay, I see. Let me let's see.
Departments also have a head of department. So basically we've got all...
Oh, dude, you were right. My audio was being captured by my mic, or the audio from the video is from the mic, not the video. Damn. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't sound goofy. Okay, I'm gonna test this out. I'm gonna run the video and keep my mic unmuted, and let's see how it sounds.
All of these internal resources that our brand managers can then pull upon. Every time we've hired someone, it's pretty much created a new capability internally, which is really exciting. And then we basically just give them free rein to, you know, express their creativity and, you know, prove their results through data. Everything, you know, we kind of go into it with a hypothesis. Is this going to work? What does success look like? And then we measure it accordingly. Giving that level of freedom to your team is just so important. And, you know, that's part of the reason why the Arie has become so successful.
The Arie gives me full creative freedom to do my own trend research, make videos and edit videos that I think would be viral.
I have a lot of creative freedom when it comes to both the actual creative tasks as well as the processes that are behind it.
One of the main...
Man, I think that's so essential. Like, oh, it's super loud. Oh shit. Okay, I'll reduce it a little. But she said something so important. She said, Arie gives me full creative freedom. That's so important. And for the brand that I started with my girlfriend, like, I was like, okay, Taylor, you just go off, like, full creative freedom. And that made all the difference. So that's amazing. I'm glad that Davey runs his business in that way, and just like hiring people that are also work best when they're in like an environment where they're allowed to pursue whatever they want creatively. That's so amazing. And that's definitely why they're taking off, you know? They're doing so much YouTube content, Instagram content, TikTok content. That's awesome. Oh man, you guys are so nice. Thanks, David. I really appreciate that, bro. And yeah, I feel you, dude. The Australian accent is just, it's wonderful.
Main reasons that Arie can do the numbers that it's doing is just diversification. So I see a common mistake with brands that they launch and find a winning product, and typically this happens, they find it in the US, which is a very large market and you can build a very large business there, but they fail to diversify countries early. So the Arie operates in over 5 countries now, and we expanded there really quickly, which has really provided an amazing competitive advantage. And I think a lot of brands don't do that because they're too focused on, you know, one market, and they're not planning long term for the future. Maybe they're intimidated by expanding internationally, but the truth is, you know, you should do it quite early. It'll really give you momentum as well, and especially if your product is seasonal, it's really important to have those other regions with momentum. To diversify with countries with your brand, all you need to do is make sure that you buy the domains in those countries, so .com.au for Australia, .com for the US, or .co.uk for the UK. Really making sure that you have those domains, and then you're just going to duplicate your store, change the currencies, set up a 3PL in that country, and just pretty much launch very similar ads and just duplicate those flows across. Another great way of diversifying is actual channel diversification. So the Arie operates on all the major digital platforms. We've got Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest. We run native ads, Google ads, YouTube ads. We do a lot of influencer work. It's really important from a risk point of view that you're completely reliant on one platform, but it's also very good because just of how the platforms work in terms of efficiency, where the lower amount of ad spend, the better the returns are going to be. If you do have that winning product and you've kind of pushed Facebook and your landing page to the highest degree, then looking at channel diversification is really important. The other form of diversification that is super important, and the reason why the Arie is so fantastic, is product diversification. In fact, this is probably the reason why our group is so successful compared to a lot of the other kind of house of brands that are operating, is we really focus on product. We test thousands of products, and the ones that we believe can provide a lot of value to customers and happiness to customers, we then obviously launch them. Product diversification with the Arie is obviously our licensed designs are incredible. This $1 million day that we're about to do is really thanks to our licensed products. Our recent Rick and Morty designs are absolutely crushing it at the moment. We're really excited about that. But we've got so many other diversified products which have slowly edged that average sales day up and up and up, and provided us a level of diversification amongst our brands. So we're here with Rachel Ward, the genius behind all of our Arie patents, the creative genius. So how'd you come up with these designs?
So we've been working on these particular ranges for about 6 months now. So we start off by having a look through the portal, having a look at what's trending, and work out with our audience what will really resonate with them.
So for all the people starting a fashion brand at home, what is the process for starting a product like this?
It all starts with the creative. So we go through various rounds of mood boards, and we look at trends, we look at what's happening in the market. In particular, this is Warner Brothers, so we have a look at what's in their marketing calendar, what movies are coming up, what are things that would really resonate with our customer audience. Then we go through about 4 or 5 creative rounds, so we do different scales of the product. We go through different style guides, which takes quite a long time. So we've been working on this range for about 6 months, and then we go through creative approvals. So again, we do a lot of internal approvals with creative. As this is Warner Brothers, we
Damn, one thing I noticed so far, the whole team is women. So hire girls. Girls are better. I gotta admit, I don't know. They're queens. That's been my experience as well. I hope you're not using someone for Mangekyo Sharingan. Maybe. Oh, man. What a video, though. What's my Bitcoin and Ethereum price target over the next 12 months? I don't know, but I'm not going to sell. I'm not selling. Hopefully Bitcoin reaches 100K and hopefully Ethereum reaches 10K. If they do, I'm a very rich man.
We have to do Warner Brothers approvals as well. Then we start sampling, and then it kind of goes from there.
What's your favorite design?
Tweety. I love Tweety. I think there's such a nostalgia with Tweety.
What are some of the funniest ideas we've had pitched to the Arie?
Oh, we've had so many over the years. Our customers really love emailing us and asking us to create various designs. One of my favorites was when somebody asked to have a Nicolas Cage photo on an Arie, which was great. Maybe we should actually do that.
We are pretty close. Zoom in there. Just refresh for everybody.
Can you imagine $1 million in a day? That's so
Still got some good hours of trading at 852,000. So another thing that I really need to stress is, some basic business principles that have allowed us to do the sales that we're doing. The first one is finding a flywheel. So Jim Collins created this in Good to Great, and it really is one of the most powerful concepts to create focus and understanding of what makes a great business. Typically as entrepreneurs, we get very, very distracted. There's a lot of opportunity in certain areas to grow, but the kind of key denominator to growing a large business business is finding your flywheel. Now, what that means is basically finding the process that makes your business grow. A flywheel is a big, heavy object that, it's very hard to get spinning initially, and then you're pushing on it, and as it gains momentum, it's easier to push and it gains a lot of speed. So that's the kind of metaphor for your business. So our flywheel is, we release incredible products, we then scale it through digital advertising, and then we retain through incredible customer service and also retention-based advertising like email. It just repeats like that.
That's a great concept.
That has proved incredibly useful for us, and anything additional onto that can actually be a distraction. You need to understand your flywheel for your business. It may be very similar if you're in e-commerce, and a lot of people will forget that product section, and then they'll just focus on their Facebook and then their retention, and eventually that's just going to dry up as the product fatigues and Amazon and eBay sellers enter the market. So yeah, really making sure that you understand your flywheel for long-term growth and just building on that. You build your teams, you build your capabilities, you build your reporting all around that flywheel. The other thing that is a really important business concept that, plays well into that is the compound effect. There's a great book on this. It was actually the first book I ever read. It basically talks just about how, small actions over a long period of time add up. This is especially the case in digital marketing where you have so much automation. So the email flows that you set up day one, or the website optimization the winning tests on your website is just going to keep compounding up. And then you can just spend more on digital advertising and it just kind of grows. So this is kind of the main reason why it takes so long to do $1 million in a day, because you need all of these things compounding up. You need those good reviews from customers. You need that word of mouth virality as well, which is really important. You need the trust factors as well. All of this kind of stuff just compounds, and then you just keep repeating it with your flywheel, and you can do $1 million as well. So there's some key things that you can do to start implementing in your brand to reach the same success as the Arie. It's really important to keep everything as simple as possible and understand your key inputs. Throughout the day, I'm just going to be refreshing my dashboard for you. Hopefully we can make the $1 million. It's going to be really exciting.
Alright, so it's 4 a.m. Sorry, I've got to be quiet. My housemates are still asleep. I just wanted to show you the results. We are at 1.1 million. So, record day. Extremely blessed and thankful for all of our customers and our team. So, can't wait to see what's next. Thanks.
That was amazing. That was beautiful. I truly love that. I think, wow, I'm just baffled. Like that guy's probably worth $1 billion right now. I mean, Arie is like a $200 million revenue brand, which easily makes it a $1 billion brand. Easily. Amazing. I just think that's so great that he's making YouTube videos. Like, fuck. It's just so insane. I just can't believe like the current time that we live in. Like, it's just insane to me. And I really love that concept, like the flywheel concept. I think that's a good thing to jot down. I'm gonna put my Charizard away. I was flexing a little bit, but okay. Next video that I wanted to watch today was Viajeza's new video, so we'll put that on the screen here and we'll watch it as a family. I'll put my card back in my safe. Okay. Did you guys like that video? Davey's such a beast. I just can't believe it. He's a genius when it comes to building simple but effective brands. Okay. Honestly, I'm excited for this video. I don't know what it's about, but okay, let's check it out. Exactly. Imagine getting advice from a billionaire for free 10 years ago. Like, it's just so insane.
This week, I want to talk about and utilize what I think is the craziest, still the most slept on social media opportunity of basically the decade. And we're not all talk here. I'm really about it. We'll actually implement what we're going to talk about in order to attempt to go mega viral on the World Wide Web. I'm no Picasso, but let me paint the picture for you guys. My boss let me drive his car the other day and it has a stereo system. Given that there's just no way that I can be left alone with my thoughts, I connected my Soldier phone to the stereo system to blast something, and it just so happened that I scrolled past a podcast from Big Dawes TV that he was doing with Andrew Hales, which both of these guys, if you're not familiar, have some huge YouTube prank channels. Clicked on the pod, started listening, and Big Dawes brought up a really interesting concept. He comes from a background of just solely making entertaining YouTube videos, but he was wondering what would happen if he completely stopped trying to make viral YouTube content for a month and instead focused on making TikTok content and took his talents and years of experience over to that platform. Because the way TikTok works is beautiful. It's almost democratic. The people choose what goes viral and what doesn't. If you make videos that people want to watch, you're almost guaranteed to get some traction on TikTok. So I got very interested in this concept of what would happen if I were to shift my focus into TikTok. Could that more quickly fill my void for cloud, quench my cloud thirstiness? It kind of seems like the quickest way to get your face out there and blow up online right now. I know it didn't really start out this way and it's not always the case, but at this point, to get big on YouTube, you kind of right off the bat have to be putting in a lot of thought and effort into your content, have something interesting or entertaining to talk about, some strategy, the editing, design, focus on click-through rates, have at least some understanding of how to create engaging content with viral potential, and that's all something that can be learned. I don't want to dissuade anyone about doing YouTube, you just have to start trying. But with TikTok, you don't have to be producing 10-15 minute long engaging videos optimized for watch time, then spend hours designing variations of a thumbnail. Instead, you can have a good idea, pick up your phone, make a 15-second to minute long video, hit upload, and potentially have your life completely change overnight. Of course, at the root of it all is still the fact that you have to make videos people want to watch, but if you ran up on me in the streets, put a glizzy to the dome and said, I have to get famous on social media or you shoot, no hezzy, I'd start by making TikToks. So this video, I want to try creating and posting 5 TikToks. I'm not going to stop posting to YouTube and just focus on TikTok full time because I need the AdSense money to fuel my exuberant, luxurious lifestyle, but I want to talk strategy, talk ups and downs, and just try to pop off on the talk in my sort of niche of, I don't want to say the E word, but entrepreneurship. So let's sit down, brainstorm some ideas, and give 5 strategic, premeditative attempts at going viral. Okay, I think I got a pretty good idea.
Hold up, I'm sorry. I gotta get my new another camera battery. My camera's about to die. I'll be right back in 1 second. Okay, there we go. Quick solution. No biggie. Yo, by the way, found these fire pants the other day. Levi's, you know, high quality. At the thrift store, they were like $7. $7, these jeans. And they're like a dope color. I was hyped. All right, got my new camera battery. We're good to go. So let's finish this video real quick, huh?
I want to combine two potentially viral topics here, Teslas and Bitcoin. Hear me out. I did some research on how much Bitcoin you could potentially mine on a Tesla infotainment system, since it does have a graphics card in it to play all of the little racing games or whatnot. So technically, in theory, it is possible if you can bypass all of the malware and security systems. So I want to explore and talk about this whole concept in the TikTok, and to hopefully make it go viral, I'm also going to put my actual Bitcoin mining rig in the trunk just to kind of troll people and try to catch people's attention when they're scrolling through their For You page. So let's go ahead and try to film that. Can you mine Bitcoin on a Tesla? And if it is possible, can you cover the cost of the car by just mining on it? So here I am inside of my boss's Tesla. It's like a minute and a half long, so I don't want to play the full video, but couple sneaky things here. First off, I tried making the first few seconds of the video as enticing as possible to get people to stop scrolling, so I put the text in there and made it kind of fast-paced. And then also, as you heard me say, I dropped stuff like, here I am in my boss's Tesla, and then later in the video I referenced it as my dad's Tesla, and that vocabulary choice is premeditative. I'm hoping to slightly confuse people with that so that maybe they'll watch the video again, which watch time is great for the algorithm, or just get them to make a comment about it, which any engagement, even if it's negative or confused.
Yo, man, Viejas is a low-key marketing genius, because I remember one of my first viral like Facebook ads. I remember vividly I misspelled a word in the ad copy. It wasn't on purpose. It was just like, you know, it just happened. And the amount of comments that I got, people calling, I literally misspelled your. It was your, but I said you are, like U-R-E, but it was supposed to be your, like Y-O-U-R, not Y-O-U-R-E. And the amount of people that commented on the ad, like, you can't even spell the right thing, blah, blah, blah. It actually made the ad go so much harder and more viral. And I was getting so much engagement because of it. So, like, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. That's a pretty clever technique.
Is still also good. The full video does get slightly dry, I feel like, by TikTok standards. I mean, I bring up some articles and whatnot, so I don't know if this will get crazy views, but I have a follow-up idea for this. I'm gonna post this and then make a video replying to one of the comments under this video, and it'll just be me at a Tesla supercharger station with a mining rig in the trunk with probably like some viral TikTok song in the background. That video is gonna be short and sweet, and I think when you make a video replying to a comment, it kind of catches people's attention. And then I'm also gonna cut it off really quickly at the end so that people hopefully watch it twice, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna post this for now. Okay, it's been a full day since our first video went up, currently sitting at 330,000 views, which isn't bad at all. In less than 24 hours, I mean, 300,000 people have now seen the video just like that. The whole "this is my boss, dad's car" thing worked, getting a lot of confused comments talking about, is it your dad's, is it your boss's car? Some, oh, your daddy paid trust fund comments. Keep them coming, baby. I feed off the negative engagement. A few funny comments that we can make that little response video to. Someone said, this is the most Patagonia vest thing ever. Having a Tesla is not a personality trait. That's funny. And I'm sorry, I know this comment is true, but the only reason I bought this car is to milk it for views. Could make a reply video to this comment. What the Tesla doing? Probably gonna use this one though. It says, man's trying to hustle out Elon Musk. This way we'll have Bitcoin, a Tezzy, Elon, and a viral TikTok song all in the same video. It has to get views. Let's film it real quick here.
Talk to you soon. I got work to do.
Okay, just did all the filming and editing on my phone. Only took about 10 minutes. Little change of plans though. Instead of using a viral TikTok song, I'm gonna use a viral TikTok sound that goes like, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. You guys probably heard it before, but here it is.
Don't be suspicious. 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 Don't be suspicious.
I think it can work. Let's go ahead and post. Okay, so it's currently 8 o'clock of the same day, so it's been about, I don't know, like 6 hours since I posted, 5 or 6 hours, and we're currently sitting at almost 1 million views. This video took me like 10 minutes to make, and it's now been seen by close to 1 million people.
That's
all
crazy.
In the same day. How could you say that this isn't the craziest social media opportunity of the decade? Next day here, and we're sitting at 2.8 million views, and it's still going. I don't think it's gonna stop here. The first video also started picking up steam. We're sitting at a cool 600,000 views on that. I think
crazy.
people are going from the short video onto the longer one to see what's actually going on. But that said, we do have somewhat of a problem. Even though we just got almost 3 million views overnight, my life isn't gonna change, and yours probably wouldn't either, except definitely a confidence boost and motivation to keep going. That's partly because the TikTok doesn't really include me or my brand or anything, but even more so just because of the way TikTok works. If you got 3 million views on a video on YouTube overnight, I feel like that could actually definitely change your life, and right there could be the start of a full-time creator occupation. But with TikTok, views and followers don't wait.
I should try to draw One Punch Man. I'm sure it would be easy. I drew hold on. Oh my god, why is it so bright? My boy. I'll be drawing more soon, but let's continue
as
this
heavily,
video.
I guess, because you're kind of really only as good as your last at bat. The followers you have on TikTok are not as dedicated, and there's not as strong of a connection there as there is with other social media platforms. Most people don't even check on the people they're following on TikTok, but rather go directly on their For You page right when they get on the app. So just because you have some TikTok followers, it doesn't mean your videos will start getting views. It's definitely somewhat of a head start for the algorithm, but at the end of the day, you're posting to the For You page, not really to your followers, which makes the platform a little more difficult to monetize as a creator. And the people that really win are the ones who build an audience and blow up on TikTok, use it to gain a bunch of attention, but then transfer it over to other platforms as quickly and efficiently as possible. Anyways, 2 TikToks in, we're doing pretty well, but I want to keep going. For this next one, I'm gonna just repurpose one of my YouTube videos where I talked about a website that can be used to track insider stock trading, and just see how that does. You can commit insider stock trading today. It's been a few days. The insider stock video got deleted. Man, I don't know why, but whenever I post something about trading stocks and use screen recordings of Robinhood, those videos get taken down. But oh well, whatever, it happens. Next TikTok, I'm gonna use this kind of popular trend where this girl says, tell me something you know that feels illegal but isn't, and then people are duetting this video answering the question. So I'm gonna hop on this trend and film the video about tax-deductible vehicles. It's kind of an old trend, but let's try it out and see what happens.
What's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal?
Vehicles over 6,000 pounds are tax deductible according to tax code section 179. That tax deductible video did okay. We're sitting at a little over 100,000 views, which is fair. It's an old trend and the video wasn't that good, but for this final attempt, I have a pretty good idea that I'm actually really excited about. I've seen a lot of day in the life type videos get good views on TikTok. They're just really interesting to watch and see how people in particular professions spend their day. I've seen lawyers do it, students, real estate agents, and just people from all walks of life. But the really interesting ones are the day in the life videos made by entrepreneurs. I don't know if you guys ever watch them, but it's always some major cap talking about, yeah, I usually wake up at 4 a.m. every day. I don't go on my phone. I head straight to the gym, go for a run, read 20 books, have the healthiest breakfast, whip my Lambo, and then I work for 16 hours straight and end the day off with a little sunset cruise in my McLaren. And it's cool. I guess it gives people motivation and shows a lifestyle people can look up to. I don't know if it's completely a positive thing to create these unrealistic standards, but point is, does anyone actually live like that every day? Is that a realistic day in their life? Not my place to judge, but I want to create a piece of satirical art based around this concept of entrepreneur day in the life videos. I'm gonna act fairly serious with my voiceover and everything, but then just make some ridiculous claims about my everyday life and just pop a couple Easter eggs in there and just troll, basically. So I'm gonna make that tomorrow. I'll play it for you guys after this clip, and then I'll check back in a few days to see if we got another viral hit. Welcome to my realistic day in the life as an 8-figure, 12-year-old day trader. Every day I usually wake up around 2 a.m. Today I decided to sleep in a little. First thing I do after waking up is make some coffee and go for a run to clear my head and just start the day off right. Feeling a little tired today, so I just did a light jog and then we're headed straight to the gym. Gary V motivational speech on, quick back workout, some deadlifts, hoop sesh, shower, and we're headed to the office. At this point, it's 6 a.m. Pacific time. The market opens in 30 minutes, so I begin by checking up on my clan and collecting some gold and elixir. Around 6:30 a.m., I see a big dipper formation on the AMD stock, so I go in with some options. While I wait for that position to hit my take profit, I go ahead and cook up some breakfast in the kitchen, come back to a $4,000 loss on that AMD position. I thought this was mad funny. JR Garage thought it was funny. Blazendary thought it was funny. The people I showed it to before posting thought it was good, but it kind of bombed. I think this might have been just too niche of a concept, not much mass appeal there. Day trading isn't as big of a topic as random entertainment or comedy content, and on top of that, I guess not everyone got that I was trolling. People actually thought that I was 12 and that my deadlift form is really that bad, and I think some people just didn't really understand what I was referencing and kind of poking at with my video. Anyways, now a day later, that video is sitting at 20,000 views, so it's not too bad, but that Tesla mining video currently sitting at 4.6 million views on my page, but it was also
insane.
reposted a bunch of times. One instance of the reposting was this Instagram crypto page who took the video, removed my TikTok watermark, didn't give me credit in the caption, and that got 7.2 million views on Instagram Reels, which is nuts. It also got some views on Twitter, so this video that took me 10 minutes to film and edit has now reached over 10 million people. That's crazy.
Bro, that's crazy.
Thing is, again, I'm not really gonna gain much from this, but were I a singer and this was a singing video, could have launched my career. Were this an ad for an e-com store, could have made me hundreds of thousands of dollars, which sounds crazy and far-fetched, but I've seen plenty of e-com stores have their ads organically go viral on TikTok, so it's entirely possible. No Joe Rogan.
It's entirely possible.
Don't sleep on this wave of minute-long, endless scrolling type platforms. So much attention on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, even Snapchat has their own version of this now. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you could do me a favor and subscribe, I'm really trying to get that gold million subscriber plaque, because if you look over here, the silver plaque just doesn't fit in. I mean, look at the spacing on both sides. It doesn't make sense. It bothers my OCD, so I'm not even that concerned with subscribers. I just want that gold plaque so I can have it perfectly aligned with the bottom picture. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.
Fire video. And he's right. I mean, look at, I was just talking about this brand, 20 million views on this one video, and this is like an ad. This is organic. Pretty insane. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I agree, bro. Like, Bieheza's probably the best content creator in this space, I think. Okay, you requested that one video, huh? I'll pull it up. I think Sebastian's cool. Oh, there it is.
Welcome back to another video, guys. I know it's been quite a while since I've posted a YouTube video.
Yeah, Gabriel.
But yes, I did quit YouTube for
Gabriel's still running e-com stores.
a couple of months there. And I'm going to tell you guys why I did it today, what I've been up to, and what the plans are for the future for this channel. So the first thing I want to say is thank you all so much for being part of this journey on YouTube. It's been incredible. I've gotten loads of support and love from you guys, and a little bit of hate too, but mostly love. And I'm very happy. It's put me in a place today that I don't think I would be in if I hadn't done it. So
hold on, I want to show that Shopify NFT. Boom. Yeah, Shopify is about to allow merchants to sell NFTs directly through their storefront. So this is coming really soon. And I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited for this for sure. Hold on, I'm going to put this on back again.
this record. Please now, turn it over for the second side.
Oh wait, hold on. I want to pull up a different video.
Second side.
I'll just go on my feed. By the way, I have YouTube Premium, so that's why we don't gotta watch any ads. I've been really liking this guy's videos, Alex Hermosi. Nice. Oh, I really been liking the Lex Friedman podcast as well. How long have we been streaming? 2 hours, crazy. Oh, Pinterest stock. Oh. Damn, maybe I will. Oh, good evening, Kevin. Yeah, I do. I do like regular show. Okay, let's go back to the top. used Zendrop, but it looks like a pretty decent alternative. It's probably similar to like CJ Dropshipping and whatnot. Do any of you make lo-fi beats, by the way? I'm curious. I know that's random, but sorry, I'm like doing a little bit of work here while I'm chilling with you guys. Viva Chile. Yes, I'm Chilean, for those of you that don't know. Talk to us about your opinion about simulation ideas. Ooh. I don't think we live in a simulation, but it's certainly possible. I think Elon Musk says it best when I think he talks about how any increment and improvement in technology, if we assume any rate of improvement, we will one day have games that will be unrecognizable from reality, aka simulations. And if we assume any rate of improvement, that will be the case. And we see a rate of improvement that's pretty ridiculous, so I think it's inevitable. Where do you get your UCG for your brand? We make it ourselves, and we send out products to influencers that will do it for free, that will make us content for free in exchange for products. Damn. You know what's crazy? What's crazy is that some people literally stream for like 12 hours a day. That's just nuts. This has been my favorite channel lately. The Salmonella Academy. I'm gonna put one of their videos on because they're so good. Let's see. Let's look at critical weapons of the medieval era.
Hey kids, when most people think of the Middle Ages, they think of them as being like humanity's dumb teenage years, where all we did was play harpsichord in our room and burn heretics with our friends. But that's not entirely true. In fact, I would argue that the medieval era saw just as much genius as any other period in time. It's just most of that genius went towards finding new and creative ways to brutally slaughter those you disagree with. Here's a few highlights. First, we'll talk about the werewolf. So, as you can imagine, medieval castles were not easy to break into. They were basically like those jungle gym things at Chuck E. Cheese's. Massive in size, intentionally confusing layout, security everywhere, and by the end of your visit, you'd probably end up with some kind of disease. So in order to help penetrate fortresses, medieval armies would often utilize siege weapons, one of the most popular of which was the trebuchet. Now this device is interesting enough on its own, but it gets better. So around 1300 AD, King Edward I of England was in the process of invading Scotland. However, one fortress known as Stirling Castle was giving him a lot of trouble. He laid siege to the building for many months without any real progress. Then one day he woke up and had a revelation. Hey guys, listen, why are we wasting our time building all these regular sized trebuchets when we could just build one giant one and call it a day? So that's what he did. This gargantuan war machine was known as the Werewolf and stood at around 6 stories tall. To give a bit of perspective, this is about as tall as King Kong was in his largest film depiction. So basically, picture a giant fucking ape launching boulders like they're baseballs, and you've got
This sounds like Attack on Titan in a nutshell. The Beast Titan right here. That's pretty funny.
got a pretty good idea of what the werewolf was capable of. It was so intimidating that when the Scots saw the English constructing the beast outside the castle, they immediately surrendered out of fear. But then Edward was like, "Ha, fuck that, I'm gonna test this bad boy out," and proceeded to take pot shots on the castle anyway. Another devious product of the Middle Ages was a flammable substance known as Greek fire. Contrary to popular belief, Greek fire was not invented by the ancient Greeks. Rick Riordan, you lying prick. It was actually invented in the 7th century AD by the Byzantines, who happened to inhabit Greece at the time. Historians still don't know exactly what it was made of, but they do know that it acted a lot like napalm, sticking to ships, sticking to people, even floating and continuing to burn on the surface of the water. The Byzantines also had these siphon-like tubes that they'd put on the front of their boats to pour Greek fire on the enemy, kinda like makeshift flamethrowers. These were retired pretty quickly though, mostly because when you put the words makeshift and flamethrower next to each other, you're bound to run into some problems eventually. Our next bright idea comes from a woman known as Olga of Kiev. So Olga was a princess who ruled the area around the capital of modern-day Ukraine from 945 to 963 AD, and she had quite a track record for being just a total badass. For example, the Drevlians, a tribe of people under Kiev's control, once sent 20 men to Kiev in order to convince Olga to marry their prince, under the pretense that if they did marry, the prince could claim her rule over Kiev. In response, she had all 20 of them buried alive. She then sent a letter to the prince saying she accepted his proposal, but she would need a bunch of his most distinguished governors to escort her on the journey. Once the men showed up, Olga was like, "Hey guys, long journey, huh? How'd you like to take a bath in this here bathhouse?" They were like, "Yeah, sure, that sounds great." "Okay, have fun, you guys." Man, it's like a sauna in here. It is a sauna, dipshit. You have a point. So long story short, this lady just did not give a heck. My favorite story about her starts with her besieging a Drevlian city that refused to pay tribute to her. The people in the city were already well aware of the type of rampaging that Olga was capable of, so they were already scared shitless. But when she showed up, she was like, "Alright, you know what guys, I'm gonna play nice. Just bring me 3 pigeons and 3 sparrows from each household and I'll be on my way." Okay. What are they for exactly? We're just hungry. I mean, we got some food too. We could just give... I'm sorry, did I fucking stutter? Alright, birds it is. Then, once the creatures were in Olga's hands, she had each of her soldiers tie a cloth-bound piece of sulfur to one of the birds' feet, which was then set alight. The birds were then released all at once, and when they flew back into the city, their nests acted like little piles of tinder, resulting in nearly every house in the entire city erupting in flames simultaneously. And while the whole place burned to the ground, Olga just sat and watched. By the way, it's worth mentioning that, after her death, Olga was canonized as a Catholic saint, presumably around the same time as Saint Tiffany, who went around pushing in the soft spots of babies, and Saint Jerry...
Oh, let's look at this.
In recent years, everyone and their grandma has been fighting for the chance to make it big as a dropshipper. This idea of combining simplicity of Shopify stores with the low commitment of dropship inventory has created the perfect storm for a massive surge of digital entrepreneurs.
Oh, have you met Entrepreneur? The only coworker I need is Adderall.
But the problem with this frenzy of online store building is that so many people are doing it the wrong way. Poorly run stores are giving them more trustworthy brands, repetition for terrible customer service, insane shipping times, and low quality products. While traditional dropshipping is still a potential to be profitable, it's no longer a sustainable form of business. Since the beginning of my entrepreneurial career, I've gone through 3 different styles of dropshipping, and at this point, you really can't even consider my methods to be dropshipping. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how I maxed out the potential of each method and the ways that I transition from level to level, and finally the ins and outs of the current methods that I use to set up each new brand with the hopes of helping you progress in the same ways. So let's get into it.
Next level.
When I first started out with Shopify back in 2017, I used the dropshipping method just like any newbie would. It made life easy. I mean, it didn't make life easy, but it was cheap. My first store was doing great numbers, even though our customer service was less than adequate and my shipping times were shit.
I knew exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do.
Still though, I was still having trouble scaling past a certain level without getting control of my own inventory and providing a more pleasant experience for my customers. But these issues went beyond just unhappy customers, because unhappy customers that have been waiting for weeks for their product will quickly turn into chargebacks. And if you can't keep the chargeback rates under control and get your customers back into your site, payment processors will dump you so fast. And oftentimes, they'll even hold your money too, leaving you with a dead store, no profits, and a huge mess to clean up before you can even think about starting fresh. So, in order to keep my business alive and stay in good terms with payment processors, I transitioned into a new form of dropshipping, which I call hybrid dropshipping.
I am next level.
So I thought to myself, what if each day I purchased my order in bulk and then had them shipped directly to me the same day using express shipping like FedEx and DHL? And then I send out the product to customers once I get the product in my house. See, while it's too expensive to use the shipping method for each item, sending multiple orders in one package to my own house before sending it out to customers will actually cut delivery time in more than half. So let's break it down. Say we have around 100 orders for something small like the posture corrector. If we want to get the product to customers within 3 to 5 days, using express shipping from China straight to the customer would actually cost us around $50 per order. But if we put all those 100 orders into one box and then we pay around $300 for express shipping to get that box to my house, that means we're only paying around $3 per product to get the product shipped to the US within 3 to 5 days. Then it only costs us $3 to $5 to ship the orders from my house to the customer. We pretty much figured out how to get express shipping for an average of $8 per product. Our customers will receive their product within about a week rather than a month on certain occasions, and our cost stays reasonably low. See, it's important to note though, this will only work with products that aren't too bulky, so that you can cover as many products as possible in one express package, or else you wouldn't be ending up saving money because big product obviously costs a lot more to ship. So once I figured this out, that's when I made the decision to bring as much as I could in-house. At that time, I was living in a small apartment with a roommate, so I couldn't really do it in my house. So I decided to lease my first office space, brought on employees, and then began fulfilling from there. It wasn't long before I realized that this new fulfillment method was insanely better than traditional dropshipping. Customers were much happier, shipping times were much lower, and my chargeback rate fell significantly. Overall, the business was doing better in so many different ways. And after running this business for a couple of years, I was actually able to sell this business, and I'm 100% sure that I wouldn't have been able to accomplish this if I stuck with the old model of dropshipping. And if you don't learn anything else from me, remember this. There's always something better to work towards. And that brings us to level 3.
Next level.
After running that operation for a few years, I realized that it would actually be more cost effective to use a third-party fulfillment service. So what does it mean to bring on a third-party fulfillment? Basically, they take care of receiving the product from China, sending them out to your customers, and processing returns for a very small fee per product. When you do this, all inventory is taken care of and your customers are happy with 3 to 5 day shipping, and you're still got plenty of profit left over. The only downside here is at this point, you need to be prepared to purchase stock for your fulfillment service. You need to have enough upfront capital to make a bulk order that your warehouse will receive and send out. From there, you'll have to be prepared to make these orders often enough that your product are in stock and you don't have to get stuck with a back order. But to be clear, this is not level anyone should start out with. This is something that you want to work towards as your business grows. Now that we've covered the transition from a regular dropshipping model to something more sustainable, I wanted to show you how to stand out in a crowded market. In order to compete, you have to provide value. From the social content to the actual product that you're selling, your offer has to be worth something. When you're picking the product, the key to finding a winner is looking for an item that actually solves a problem. Impulsive fun buys are not the way anymore. You have to make real impact if you want to maintain real sales and compete with other brands in the same market. But what happens when you got competitors pushing a similar product or even the same exact one? That's when your marketing comes into play. While you can check out my other videos that go in depth on the methods that I use for modern marketing, which I'll link down in the description, we'll quickly walk through a few of the techniques right now. First, you should know by now that the recent iOS update has completely tagged Facebook ads. The tracking issue that we're now facing makes it nearly impossible to know how your ads are performing without spending money on expensive third-party tracking services, and that's why I recommend moving over to TikTok. On this insanely successful brand new ad platform, you can accomplish so much more with so little. From using brand accounts to participate on viral trends to partnering with already viral creators, it's not unheard of to get millions and millions of views of branded content. And in my experience, millions of views translate to tons of visitors to your site, which actually translate to tons of sales. The moral of the story is change is necessary. I can guarantee you that true entrepreneurs are constantly searching for better ways to doing things. Good enough is never an option. So if you want to be successful and stay that way, you have to be obsessed with growth in every area. My obsession with development is the reason I have been able to stay relevant and successful despite the issues arising with dropshipping each and every day. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this content, all I ask from you is hit that thumbs up, as it really does help the channel, and make sure you subscribe because I drop.
All right. Wow. Interesting. Ethereum is going up. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining. I had a really great time. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. This was awesome. I'll be seeing y'all in my next video next Sunday. Hopefully, I'll do another stream. And maybe we'll actually get to review some sites. That would be dope. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, like I said. And I'll see you in the next one. No, I don't use Hyros. Too expensive. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Love you. Thanks for joining, honestly. I had a great time. All right, I'm going to go make some tea for my throat.